Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this beautiful 2017 Infiniti Q60. Weather's not too cooperative today. It was alright, but then it started raining again towards my end of my pictures. Now, for the video, I'm not so lucky, but I'll do the best I can. Not the way I anticipated starting off June 1st, but we had a few nice days before this. So going back to this Q60, we acquired this off lease directly from Infiniti Financial Services. It's a local clean Carfax vehicle, obviously one owner being a lease. It also shows regular service history at Infiniti since new. That information is on the Carfax report. We also have a build sheet here on it. And it's always important to pay close attention to the build sheets because on a car like this you can have a lot of equipment. This one does. It has a base Msrp of $46,300. But when you add in all the packages and options, it inflates to $53,565. And of course, we can print you a copy or email you one. Some of the big ticket features on this one include the Premium Plus package. The Premium Plus package was a $3,200 option, giving you navigation with voice recognition. You have a Navi synchronized adaptive shift control. So the way that works is adaptive shift control will momentarily hold the current gear in the transmission, giving you better acceleration out of a turn, corner, or when accelerating up a hill. But the Navi synchronization takes it a step further. Since the navigation system has all the road conditions, the car can see the upcoming road conditions and the transmission can prepare for those upcoming road conditions. Pretty cool stuff. Then we have heated front seats, heated steering wheel, remote engine start, power tilt telescoping steering column. Normally it's just manual tilt, but the power tilt's a little bit nicer, and that pairs very nicely with the dual occupant memory for driver's seat mirror and steering column settings. Then you get a driver's seat power lumbar support. This also has illuminated kick plates. It has Infiniti welcome lighting. That's pretty cool. It's hard to demonstrate now, but basically like if you have it parked in a garage or at nighttime, when you walk up to the car, the whole bottom of the vehicle will light up. There's LED lights underneath the car, so it's kind of like a little ambient welcoming effect. Pretty cool stuff, especially when it's in your garage. It kind of creates this cool ambient welcome lighting as you approach it inside your garage. It is really, really cool stuff. Then we have these gorgeous 19-inch accessory wheels. That was a $1,600 upgrade over the already nice 19-inch wheels that was on it from the factory. These are also factory wheels, but it's a factory upgrade. And it's always good to go with factory wheels because generally they're a lot higher quality than aftermarket wheels and tires. Unless you get really expensive aftermarket wheels and tires, sometimes they can be like cheap Chinese ones made with poor quality metals and stuff. With Infiniti, it's going to be a lot better quality. You have a very nice interior. Nice comfortable contoured seats. You can see this contrast stitching everywhere. We have a drive mode selector that will make changes to transmission shift points, throttle sensitivity, steering, traction, stability control settings. You'll notice that the Q60 has dual screens. The top screen is for navigation, it's for the parking camera, and a few other things. Then the bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. Here you can kind of get a little bit deeper into the drive mode selector, which you have here. You can kind of even personalize it more than what you can do here. For instance, you can have the transmission in sport mode, or you can have the steering in standard mode. So that's a little extra personalization. Active trace control will brake the wheels individually to help you go through the corners a little bit better. You can shut that on or off. This one only has 20,561 miles. The lowest mile lease you can do of Infiniti is 10,000 miles a year. You can't go any lower than that. So this lease customer paid for a 10,000 mile a year lease for a 39-month lease. So that means they would have been able to go 32,000 miles, but they only went 20,000 miles. And with leases, if you don't use your miles, you lose them. So unfortunately for that lease customer, they lost out on those miles. But luckily for you, you get a chance to buy a low mileage 2017 Q60. Those are the upgraded accessory 19-inch wheels. Really beautiful. It goes kind of nice with that black exterior. 2017 is a great year for the Q60 because it got a complete ground up redesign and it is looking better than ever. I think it's one of the nicest looking coupes on the road right now. Good Japanese build quality, beautiful styling. This really looks great in black. So you have a cargo area protector. There's the original floor mats. You have a cargo net. Dual exhaust for a nice performance stance. This one is all-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive is standard, all-wheel drive is optional, and it's intelligent all-wheel drive, so under normal driving conditions it's going to behave just like a regular rear-wheel drive sports car, giving you the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car. But as soon as those rear wheels slip, in a matter of milliseconds, almost instantly, it can send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels. The reason why they do that, if the all-wheel drive system is working all the time, even though when it's not needed, it's going to chew through your tires faster, and it's going to reduce your gas mileage. Also, having that rear-wheel drive bias, again, that gives you the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car, because this is a performance automobile. The Q60 is also built on a sports car platform. Pretty much the sportiest Infinitis we've seen over the last 15 years have been built on this advanced front midship platform. Also shared with the Nissan 350Z and Nissan 370Z sports cars. It's a very balanced platform, and the reason why they call it the advanced front midship platform is they take the engine, they place it as far behind the front axle as possible, so their center of gravity is towards the middle of the vehicle, so it's almost like a mid-engine vehicle. So it's a little bit balanced and improves the handling and feel through the corners. The front end styling is beautiful. One of my favorite angles of the vehicle, of the Q60, is the beautiful front end and nose. Really did a great job. Adaptive xenon lights will give you outstanding nighttime visibility. Then we have a daytime running strip of LED lights. In 2017, there was 3 engines available in the Q60. You had a 4-cylinder turbo, and then 2 turbo V6s. This is kind of like the Goldilocks of the engines. It's not the most powerful, it's not the least powerful. It makes 300 horsepower. It's not a very heavy vehicle. With 300 horsepower, this thing's an absolute rocket ship. But those of you wanting more power, you can upgrade to the Red Sport 400, which has a 400 horsepower version of this engine. But I recommend driving this one first before you go to the Red Sport, because you do have to pay a premium for the Red Sport 400, and you might find this more than adequate. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we see you in our store very soon, and have a wonderful day.